Now, hello, good evening, everyone, and you're welcome back. Today, we're going to continue our discourse on excretion. Now, we're taking the second part of excretion. What's excretion? Like I said in the first video that we did, excretion is any process that is used by living organisms to get rid of waste, nitrogenous waste that has been generated by all the processes that the organisms have been going through in order to keep themselves alive. Now, very quickly in this video, we'll just talk about two major structures. I don't want to call them organs, structures that have been used by different organisms for excretion. The first structure we'll be talking about are the Malpighian tubules. The Malpighian tubules are a specialized kind of structure that is present in a lot of organisms such as our worms, such as our insects. They all have a lot of these insects. Not every one of them has these Malpighian tubules. And these Malpighian tubules are structures that help these organisms to be able to excrete a lot of their waste product. And they do this by attaching, the Malpighian tubules are attached to the alimentary canal of these organisms, such that as these organisms feed and other metabolic processes take place in this organism, all the waste and byproducts of these processes can be taken up by the tubules and then washed or removed from the body of the organisms. The Malpighian tubules are very important. They help and they collect materials, all the waste materials that are present within this organism. They collect them and send them right out of the body through different ducts and orifices that are present in the body of these organisms. So this is important to know, the presence of Malpighian tubules inside insects, myriapodas, arachnids, and many other organisms. And this is an important structure that's present to help in excretion. Now, another important structure that's present are the kidneys. A lot of higher organisms, especially the vertebrates, possess kidneys, and they possess a set of kidneys. There are two kidneys that these organisms possess. Now, if we look at human beings, to zero down or focus on human beings, human beings have a set of kidneys, and these kidneys are located just a little bit below the rib cage. Now, what do these kidneys do? These kidneys help in filtration, a process we call ultrafiltration. They help to filter blood. So as the blood flows through the whole of the body, the blood is periodically filtered at the kidney. And when this filtration takes place, what then happens? All the waste products, the waste materials that are present in the blood is filtered out and taken out from within the blood. Salts, different kinds of nitrogenous waste, ammonia, and all other urea, and all uric acid, and all other wastes that are present within the human body that have been generated through all the processes that the human body is running, are filtered out. Now, when they are filtered, they form a fluid or a liquid that we call urine. Now, this urine, the kidneys have two pairs or a pair of ureters, and these ureters run from the kidney all the way to the bladder. So when urine is produced in the kidney, that urine is kept in the bladder, is stored in the bladder. Now, the bladder is a balloon-like organ that is located just a little bit above the pelvis. And when it stays there, you now see there is the general filling of the bladder by urine, because the kidney, the filtration that occurs in the kidney goes on all the time. As we are awake doing all our activities, this filtration is taking place and urine is being produced, and in little quantities, until it fills up the bladder. The bladder feels distended, feels like it's full. And then the bladder has sphincters. These are very strong muscles, that control so that we're not leaking urine as we're moving up and down. So these are very strong muscles that control the release of urine. Now, when it's time, when the bladder is totally filled, this urine has to be released. The urine is released through the urethra, which is a shorter tube that comes out of the body, and then the human is able to pass out his waste product from the urethra. So it's important to know you have kidneys, two sets of kidneys. You have the ureters, which are the tubes or the passage from the kidney to the bladder, and then you have the bladder where the urine settles and then gathers together. When the bladder fills up, there is a sphincter, and when it's time to go, it's time to release this urine. Urine is passed out through the urethra to the environment as waste. Thank you for listening to this, and please remember to like our content, share our content, and have a wonderful day.